The other plight I would like to talk about is the plight of the Kuki tribe of Manipur in India. Some of us may be aware of the ethnic tensions in the state of Manipur in India, where it is reported that the minority Kuki tribe, which is predominantly Christian, is being gruesomely brutalized by the Meitei majority tribe. This gruesome violence circulating in social media outlets includes the burning down of villages and churches, beatings, humiliations, public executions, beheadings, and rapes. What is concerning is the apparent collusion of the government dominated by the Meitei tribe, which is reported to be turning a blind eye to this violence. A well-known newspaper, The Guardian, reports that it took the Prime Minister of India more than 2 months to say anything about this violence. Apart from this being an issue that we must be concerned about as a violation of human rights, many of us in our conference area have communities from India who are fearful and concerned about their families and relatives in Manipur. Next week we'll have a prayer service of peace in Manipur in Mthatha. Given the BRICS summit that is taking place in South Africa this month, I'm wondering if it will be worthwhile for this conference to write to President Ramaphosa to raise this issue with his counterpart Indian Prime Minister, who will be part of the summit. Zimbabwe elections. Zimbabwe is preparing for elections which will take place on the 23rd of this month. Elections in that country, as we know, are usually marred by complexities and disputes that bring instability after elections. Let us pray that the elections will be smooth this time and bring about the needed stability for the prosperity of that country, which was once known as the breadbasket of Africa. As we will hear from the Secretary General's report, the conference has been invited to observe the elections. The Kairos discussion. A big chunk of the time of this plenary will be dedicated to discussing what has been dubbed the Kairos document. This phrase is borrowed from the 1985 document written by churches when they realized how much of a crisis the country was plunged into. From the conversations of ordinary people to highly educated and informed analysts, there is a sense that South Africa has reached a crisis of the highest magnitude imaginable in civic and political life. Most people feel this country will be doomed if something is not done now. The session on Kairos discussion will help us to understand and analyze this crisis situation and to deliberate on how as church we can contribute towards finding a solution out of this calamity. I want to thank the Justice and Peace Department for the discussion document that they have prepared. I invite all the bishops to read the document in preparation for the workshop.